What's up guys, welcome back to another video. What I'm going to teach you today is how to style your own hair. So I'm going to use myself as the test subject, and at this point I've just showered and I've let my hair dry fairly naturally. So I've used a little bit of a towel and then just letting it dry as naturally as possible. It's still got that sort of shimmer shine, which I don't know, personally my hair gets quite a lot of. I don't know if it's just my hair type or I don't know, maybe I need to shampoo more, who knows. Anyway, don't do that too often. So if you've seen my other video, you'll know I use this Osmo Extreme Matte Clay. So what I usually do is just get a real little sort of fingertip of it. Not more than that. I find, especially on the first go, you don't want to put too much into your hair, and it also makes it a lot more difficult to style. I'm then rubbing it in all through my hands, making sure it's in my fingertips. And then I do this sort of getting it all the way in the hair. Doesn't matter what your hair really looks like at this point, you're just getting it in there. Doing a bit of using the palm, making sure you've got all the product from your hand onto your hair. At this point, it's now in, and now I want to do a little bit of styling. So for me, it's just brushing a lot of it forward at the back, and then trying to keep that little bit going up at the front with a little bit to an angle. Sometimes I go this way, sometimes I go that way. Good flexibility, and making sure I'm just pushing all of these forward, make it look nice and streamlined. At this point, you could say it's kind of done. However, I'm not the biggest fan of that. So what I'm going to do next is get a towel. So I personally like to do it this way because I really want the matte finish. I don't like when you can see loads of the product in there, which you can now. You can see it's gone all sort of even shinier and all more clumpy. So what I do is I get this quick brush with it, and you can see it's already made it a bit less matty at this point. Once I've done that, then get another tiny little bit. And this is just to make sure it holds all day. I could leave it at that, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. You'll also see, I don't know if you can see this, but I do have a single hair that's fallen out. I do get quite a few, actually. There's another one when I do this. What I realise is you are actually supposed to lose 50 to 100 hairs a day, so it's actually not the end of the world if you see this on your hands once you've styled the hair. You maybe are going a little bit hard, and I would maybe say personally I do put quite a lot of vigour into it, but it's also because I'm trying to get right down to the roots. So yeah, I'll wash this off and then I'll come back. If you wanted to, and sometimes I do if I don't know, maybe it's a windy winter day and you need it to stay in place, maybe you're going on a hot date, who knows, use some hairspray. You can literally just do it from sort of a arm's length, short bursts. Usually do it at the front and it keeps it quite nice. And once you've done that hairspray, it should just stay in place for pretty much the whole day, unless it obviously is raining or something like that. But that is pretty much exactly how I style my own hair. You can follow the same principles even if you're not styling it like this. Making sure you're just getting about a finger's amount of hair product, whichever one you're using, whatever works best for your hair. Making sure that you're getting it into the hair roots, because ultimately that's the thing that's going to be then elevating. If you're just hitting the tips of the hair, which a lot of people do, they just do this, it's not going to really do too much. So I like to get properly in there, as you saw, and then making sure that you're not really focusing on the styling at that point. And then once you've got the product into your hair, you can then go along and style it. You can use some combs, but I think it gives a bit more of a natural look with just your bare hands. So let me know if that works for you, and make sure to drop a comment and like and subscribe. Thanks guys, catch you in a bit.